Somebody said they couldn't wait for me to do the Wyoming Cowboys. Then the Cowboys said, us either. This is going to be a fun one for me because this school holds a special place in my heart. I got a very good friend who works at the University of Wyoming, and a dear friend I worked with for years on the Colorado Rockies broadcast is one of Wyoming's most famous Cowboys, Tracy Ringlesby, Hall of Fame baseball writer. Here's a picture of us after a Rockies game. I'm jumping on the desk because they won, and he's probably rethinking whether he wanted to work with me or not. With that, let's get into the helmets. In 1949, they're wearing a gold leather helmet. As they moved into the 50s, they also moved into plastic helmets, still in gold, and wore them through 1956. In 1957, it was white lids, and this was the look through 1961. In 62, they add a brown W to either side, and this is worn through 1964. Now, during this period, some Wyoming players had red football-shaped paint on the back of their helmets. This was worn by receivers and running backs so they would be easier to identify as eligible receivers on pass plays. In 1965, the bucking horse and rider appear on the helmet. This horse actually is a real horse. His name was Steamboat. He was born in Wyoming in 1896. Now, because of an injury to his nose when he was young, the horse would make a whistling noise when he'd breathe hard. Hence the name Steamboat. Steamboat became a famous bucking horse in rodeos and proved extremely difficult to ride. In 1914, while in Utah, Steamboat got cut on a fence and developed blood poisoning. He was transported back to Cheyenne, Wyoming, but had to be put down. The logo for Wyoming evolved from this 1903 photo of Guy Holt riding Steamboat. In 1966, Steamboat is made bigger on the helmet and worn through 1971. During the 69 season, a 100 sticker is added to celebrate 100 years of college football. In 1973, a brown center stripe is added and worn through 1974. From 75 through 76, the Cowboys switched to brown helmets with a white Steamboat. In 1977, Wyoming goes with a gold helmet, brown Steamboat trimmed in white, and white center striping bordered by brown. The look goes through 1980. In 81, it's back to white helmets with Steamboat in brown trimmed by gold, along with gold and brown center striping. It's worn through 1985. In 86, a 100 is added on Steamboat to celebrate the university's 100th anniversary. In 1987, the team switches the center striping to gold with thin brown borders and face mask switch from gold to brown. The look runs through 1989. In 1990, an 1890 is added to Steamboat to celebrate the state's centennial. In 1991, the brown on the center striping is made a little wider, and this look goes through 1996. In 97, for one season, no center stripes and Steamboat in brown. In 1998, gold is added to the border of Steamboat, and the look goes through 1999. In 2000, the border around Steamboat is made old gold and is worn almost exclusively through 2006. For one game in 2005 and 6, the center striping returned. In 2007, the more yellow gold border returns to the helmet, and this is worn exclusively through 2010, then on a diminishing basis through 2013. This is the time frame alternates ramp up. In one game in 2011 and 12, a brown center stripe is worn with a brown Steamboat logo. In the bronze boot game against Colorado State in 2011, matte brown helmet, brown center stripe with white trim, and a portion of the Wyoming state flag woven into the Steamboat logo. For one game in 2011 and 12, matte brown helmet, gold center striping, and gold Steamboat. For at least one game a year from 2011 through 2013, white helmet, gold Steamboat in brown trim, plus gold center striping that ended at the top of the helmet. 2011 against Utah State, this brown matte helmet with brown Steamboat and center stripe trimmed in white. 2011 against Texas State, same helmet, but a patriotic Steamboat. 2012 against San Diego State, brown helmet with gold center stripe and Steamboat on the left, W on the right. 2012 against New Mexico, same helmet, but with white features. 2012 against Colorado, white helmet, brown face mask, and Steamboat with the Wyoming state flag on it. 2012 and 13 for 2 games a season, brown matte helmet with brown Steamboat trimmed in gold. 2013 for 2 games, white lid and face mask, brown Steamboat in gold trim. Same year against Fresno State, white Steamboat trimmed in brown. Also in 2013 against Colorado, brown lid with Wyoming flag Steamboat. This helmet was also worn once that year with a gold Steamboat. And finally, pink Steamboat on a white helmet. From 2014 through 2015, the Cowboys go with one look. This thin center striped white helmet with brown Steamboat trimmed in gold. In 2016, the center striping is changed, and this has been the look ever since, with the exception of one game. On September 11th, 2021, the Cowboys wore this 9/11 tribute helmet against Northern Illinois. All right, that's the looks. Hit the comments. Who should I do next? And follow Hooked on Helmets so you don't miss it.